Floss Tip friends! How are you? I'm glad that you came back. Today is March 27th, Friday, and if we haven't met yet, my name is Elaine, and this is my channel where I talk about cross stitch and a little bit of sewing and quilting and a teeny bit of crochet and my grandbabies, and of course what I'm thankful for and grateful for, and food. Always food. Okay, so I have the coffee going, and today's goodie, oh, okay, can you smell it? Mr. Wright made fresh peanut butter, so these are peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, and there's no dairy, no oil, no gluten, none of the bad stuff. I use maple syrup to sweeten my cookies, and they're delicious. They're delicious. I just want to break a little part off and have one, so come on over. There's plenty. We can sit out on the porch. It's a big old porch, so we can all sit in different rocking chairs spread apart, and we can all have coffee, and we can have a cookie, and we can talk. We can stitch and talk. So maybe not. So why don't we just stitch and talk? You stitch, I'll talk. So that's what we'll do today. How are you? I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's good. Let's do some housekeeping first. First of all, thank you so much for all the kind anniversary wishes. We had a marvelous day. It was fun. We got to do lots of fun things and go for a walk and do a little shopping and a little driving, and we had a beautiful sushi dinner for dinner, and it was just a great day. So thanks for adding all your good wishes. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, an update on Stacy, the 911 stitcher. She's doing okay. She had a rough few days to begin with, and all your prayers and good wishes and karma, it all helped. It all helped. She's back to stitching a little bit, and I think I saw a little notification that she might have a short floss tube video for all of us today. So I haven't seen it yet, so that's good news. That's good news. Speaking of prayers, whenever I pray for somebody, when our family prays for somebody, I have a prayer candle, which nowadays is a battery operated one because my mind is kind of going all different places and I might forget that I lit that candle. So my husband's much happier with a battery operated candle. Anyway, I have it decorated real cute and pretty, and all around the base of the base of the prayer candle, I put these rocks, and I use different pens. Sometimes I use silver pens, Sharpies, and I write on different rocks, and I put different people's names that I'm praying for. So every time I walk by the candle and I see somebody's name like Anne or Rita or Stacy or Chandra, all my friends, all of our friends, whenever we're asked to pray for somebody or we know somebody that we want to pray for, we put their name on the rock, and it's all around the base of the prayer candle. And then every single time we walk by, we might notice a name and we think of that person and send them some good thoughts. So anyway, that's what we do in our house for right now. It's a good thing. It's kind of a fun thing. So let's see, what other housekeeping do I have? I'm sorry, I have to look at my notes. My concentration is 0, so it's kind of everywhere. So let's see. Okay, we talked about, one of the questions was, I happened to make a project bag for Stacy that had German Shepherd dogs on the fabric, and she loved it, and a couple people asked where I got that fabric. So I got that fabric on fabric.com, and you can just, they have lots and lots of fabric, and you can look up quilting fabric, 100% cotton, and then you can just type in animals or ice cream cones or whatever you're looking for, and all of their choices come up. And they also sell the vinyl, this 16 gauge vinyl that we use on the front of those project bags, and it's pretty inexpensive. I think it's like $3 a yard. So it takes about a week, maybe a little bit longer, a week to 10 days to get your order, but it's great. It comes packaged really lovely, and I've been super happy with the quality. It's been excellent. So anyway, get a chance, check them out, fabric.com. That's where I got that fabric. Okay. Ooh, we had a drawing last week when I asked everybody to tell me what their favorite flower was to stitch or what they liked looking at with cross-stitch flowers, and that I would give you a pattern, either a hard copy or PDF, from my friend Stephanie Webb, Lindy Stitches. You just go on her website and you can pick whichever pattern that you want. And I drew a number, and it was Kelly Hale. Congratulations, Kelly. She said, my favorite needlework flower to stitch is the lilac. Ooh, I love those. Ooh, Donna Ray's are all blooming on the East Coast, and mine are just little teeny buds starting. Just the plant is just starting to bloom. So, ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. They smell so good. Anyway, you go over to Lindy Stitches and you pick out a PDF or a pattern, and I will pay Lindy and you'll get your pattern. So that'll be a great thing. And I love the idea. So today we're going to have another one. We're going to have another drawing, and it's going to be for my friend Michelle. Michelle Bendy. Her name is Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy, and she has an Etsy shop. She's a new designer, and so this time you get to pick any chart that she has a PDF for, and I will pay for it, and you will receive the PDF, and you can print it at your house. Nobody has to go to the post office or anything. It's just lickety-split. You get it right then. So the question today is probably going to be, what's your favorite tree? So that's something to think about. But I'll remind you, or I'll try to remind you at the end of the end of this floss tube. But anyway, okay, so that's going to be the way we do it. We're going to try to support all those designers and shops. I placed an order with Acorns and Thread so that they, when they get around to mailing things, they can do it. I'm in no hurry. I have plenty to stitch. But I just wanted to kind of spread my dollars around so that we can help support all of those the shops that feed our addiction, and all those new designers and people. So today, Kelly, she gets to go to Lindy Stitches, and she gets to pick out a chart, buy it, and she can, if she gets a PDF, she gets download today. And if she wants the pattern itself, I don't know what schedule Stephanie is on, but anyway, you get that pattern. So congratulations. Thanks for playing along. And next week, and if you leave your comment next week, then it'll be for Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy's Etsy site. Etsy shop, or I think it's her Etsy shop. Or maybe it's her website. I think it's her website. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Ooh, I have something. I don't want to wait till the end. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I usually say, oh, I'm so grateful for this. I'm so grateful I brought this. And I'm going to put that into my, I'm so grateful for. Look at these. Okay. Look at the name. Look what these are. These are those socks that you wear so that it doesn't look like you have socks on when you wear them inside your Converse Chucks, or, you know, loafers or whatever you wear. Okay, they come in different colors, beige, neutral, black, gray. I don't know. Anyway, okay, here you go. Here's the name of them. I got 3 pair for like $11 or something. Oh my gosh, they actually work. They have a little bit of a ridge around them that doesn't allow them to slip down into your shoe. Oh, it makes me so happy. I've tried so many brands. You're gonna love them. You're gonna love them. Yeah, you can't even see them when you're wearing your Converse sneakers, or, you know, whatever sneakers you wear. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, I'll link it below. I'll try to remind you again of things I'm grateful for. I am grateful for no-show socks that don't slip down into my shoe and make my toes feel creepy and weird. So, there you go. Yay. There you go. There. Yay. All right. Let me see. I'll just set that over there. Okay, let's see. Gosh, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to talk about some finishes. You want to talk about some finishes? All right, first of all, this finish is called Let There Be Peace on Earth, and this is a La-Di-Da pattern, and it was sent to me, the pattern was sent to me to share. I stitched it and I sent it on, so it's just being sent around the stitching community. Everybody's just going to share it. That's a good thing. Peace, pass it on. So I wanted to show you the fully finished piece. We picked this we picked our pieces up, picked my pieces up a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to tell you about this frame. Now, this frame has a little bit of a cinnamony color in the wood. I don't know if you can see that, but it picks up really beautiful on the with the pattern, and I just really loved it. And this was already a pre-made frame at the store. Okay, so I just loved it. I wanted that for my pattern. I had already laced it and pinned the piece, so I just took them that piece and this frame and said, please take the glass out and put it together. They put the paper on, did everything for me, and it cost about $10 to have it all put together. And so that's an option if you don't want to buy the frame and take it home and do it. You can just have a craft store or frame shop do it for you. So it turned out really lovely, and it just so happens this was the perfect frame. So I'm really happy with that finish. Okay, there she is in all her glory. And a forest grew. I finished it in 2018 in October, and I just haven't gotten around to have it framed. It's a really beautiful frame. I'm not going to pick it up. It's just barely sitting on that easel right now. I just wanted it real small and simple, so the pattern would speak for itself. This is called "And a Forest Grew" by Karen Kluba, and the words in the center of this. Stephanie Webb from Lindy Stitches, she recharted different words. So I'm going to read you those words so that you can see what the words that she had put in there. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and the hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. I just love it. I love how it turned out. I love trees. I love everything about it. I love the colors. It was a pleasure to stitch. You got little mini finishes every time you finished one. Oh, okay, the homeschooler in me wants to talk to you. Okay, we all know trees. They take in carbon monoxide and they expel oxygen. Photosynthesis, we all know what that means. And it happens only in the day. They kind of go to sleep at nighttime. They don't give off as much oxygen at nighttime, very, very little. But 42 minutes before the sun rises, the trees start to wake up and expel oxygen. The most amount that they expel all day long is right in the morning, 42 minutes before sunrise, and the birds start chirping. All of that good oxygen fills up the birds' lungs, and they're singing to try to bring in the oxygen. And that's what we get to hear, that glorious sound of them singing and welcoming the new day. Even if we don't have sunshine, it's enough light that the trees wake up, give off the oxygen, and the birds sing for us. So, ooh, I love it. I love the whole circle. I love the whole idea. So, if you get a chance, if it's in your stash, I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful stitch. It makes me so happy to look at it. So, and I didn't have glass put on that one. It is a little bit large. I stitched that on 28 count. That was back before I started stitching on a little bit different fabric, so it's quite large. And I just didn't want the glass to be on it. And we have an air filter in our house, and good gravy. I vacuum every day. We don't have a lot of dust. I don't live on a dirt road or anything like that. So anyway, yep, I'm really happy. I'm really proud. I'm glad I got to share it with you. I'm really glad I got to share it with you. So, oh, hey, I forgot to tell you about that quilt. That quilt is machine pieced and hand quilted. I called it a thank you quilt. And I just designed it myself and put the blocks together. I made it for Mr. Wright when I had surgery a few years ago on my knee, and so he helped and did everything for me. And we got to go and celebrate on the year anniversary of the surgery. So we were going out to lunch, and I stopped by the restaurant beforehand, before I went to his office to pick him up. And I had the quilt all wrapped, and I gave it to the hotel manager or the restaurant manager, and I said, could you please help me with this secret? And so we ate lunch, and then I ordered dessert, which I hardly ever do, and it was a big celebration. And instead of bringing out dessert at first, the whole restaurant team brought out a quilt to help me thank Mr. Wright for taking care of me and everything. It's just a really beautiful quilt. It hangs here in our bedroom. This is our bedroom, and I just I love it. I love the colors, and I tried to make it a little more masculine with some browns, and that one color that's in each one of them. The fabric is cotton, but it looks like it's suede, so it's kind of a neat look to it. So anyway, there you go. There you go. Okay, so let's talk about some works in progress. How about that? Oh no, let me talk about a couple cards I got. I got a couple cards. Look at this one. I bet you know who that's from. Cross stitchers are the sweetest people. Look at this card. It has a sewing machine on it. Thanks so much. You know I love them. They're just so nice. Everybody's checking in on everybody and seeing how they're doing, saying good morning, how you doing, just checking in. It makes you feel good that this community is taking care of one another, and makes you proud to be a part of a community, a group like this that really is positive and concerned and really, really trying to be good friends, and it's a great feeling. Okay, and I got this card. It's so sparkly. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of fun. Tina sent me this card. She's she watches me on video. Hi, Tina. She said that I make her smile, so that's kind of nice. That's really nice. She went a little overboard. She could have just sent me a nice postcard that said, "Thanks for making me smile." There you go. It would have made me happy. It would have made her happy. Done. Instead, she sent me all this fabric. It was a big, huge piece, but I've already cut it up. I've already started. This back quarter, this little bundle of these really juicy orange colors. Oh, wait, let's see if you can see them. Really beautiful, juicy, saturated orange colors. And then you put the fabric together, and it's going to make this quilt called Striped Squares. I don't like the name. Striped Squares. I want it to be like Stitchy Friends Goodness or Stitchy something. Ooh, send me an idea. I want it to be about Stitchy Friends and Floss Tube and everybody that I've gotten to meet. And I've already put together 2 blocks. So you put together the blocks with the main color on the outside. Oops, can you see that? And so every other one will be dark and light, dark and light. And there's 48 blocks, so I thought maybe I could make a couple a day. And it would be a really positive, happy thing. So thank you so much, Tina. That was over the top generous. I really appreciate it. I was flabbergasted. I took my breath away. But then I loved it so much I had to start right away. So thank you. Thank you for knowing that gorgeous, saturated, juicy orange would be the perfect color that make me happy. And the fabric is in my sewing room normally, and just makes me smile when I walk by there. So thanks a lot. Thank you so much. What a kind and generous gift. I really, really appreciate it. But I really need a new name. I want something good and Stitchy good, Stitchy Friends. I don't want it to be Striped Squares. I want it to be something fabulous. So anyway, thank you. Mwah! Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. It was very generous and kind of you. Thank you so much. Let's see. What's my my next work in progress is, you know what? Here's the chart. Here's the chart for And a Forest Grew. If you want to see it a little closer. That's what it's called. It's by Rosewood Manor. I forgot to show that before, so I'll show it now. And then my 2 works in progress are Blackbird Designs, America the Beautiful. Remember, I'm not taking it out of this plastic because somebody let me borrow it. And I want to keep it really nice and neat and tidy. So, I'm making a little bit of progress. And I found out that this piece is perfect. Once I outline it, then I can thread 3 or 4 needles, and I take them outside and I can sit in the sunshine and get some vitamin D and drink my juice or my cup of coffee, and I can just do some fill-in work. So that has been a really great idea. So maybe that would work for you. If you could find a piece that you just stitch around the edge, stitch the space while you're inside, maybe thread 3 or 4 needles with that color, and then sit out in the sunshine and drink all that vitamin D in and stitch away. And then when your 3 or 4 thread lengths are done, you can go back inside and you've got your vitamin D for the day. So I thought it was a great idea. So this one's coming along. And I love doing that outside. That's a really, really great one. Okay, the other one that I'm working on, I'm working on it. It's A Savior's Praise by Shakespeare's Peddler. And I have made some progress. Okay, let's see. There we go. There you go. All right. Oops, here we go. Okay. I'll move my hand. So, look at that. I'm starting. Okay, this is my very, very favorite. I gotta take that out of my face. Sorry. Okay, this is my very favorite time of stitching a sampler. When I can see the finish line, but there's still many, many hours left to finish it. I just love being in the middle of it. I love it coming together. Up here there was a date. Let's see, what does it say? It says 2000. Oh, that's where you're supposed to, or she suggested that you put the date that you stitched it. And I don't know if you can see it. I stitched in Mr. Wright's birthday. Snuck that in there because I think right down here is where I'm going to put the year that I finish it, and I'll put that in at the end. Okay, so someone asked me a question about my stitching, and they said, oh, it's interesting to see how you jump all over the place and stitch here and don't finish this. That would make me crazy. I'd want to finish this spot. Okay, so this is how my brain works. Inside my brain is swirling and twirling, and I fill in one part and then I want to do something else. So anyway, last couple weeks I stitched the letters and that date, and I think I finished a little bit here. I didn't stitch for 5 days. I know. Do you want to hear why? Okay, here's the story. Oh, wait, before I tell you the story, somebody commandeered another piece of my foam core and left me a morning note, so I can't really be mad, but this was a really big piece of foam core that was good. But anyway, I came out and my note was shocking colors that morning, so anyway, all right. So I was outside with my boots and gloves on, and I was tending to the chickens and giving them fresh water and snacks, and the ground was really squishy. And I went into our garden shed, and there's a little ramp about 8 inches. So you put the lawnmower in there. And I was coming out of the garden shed with some chicken snacks, and they had laid 2 eggs. So I'd already gathered 2 eggs, and so I was holding it. And I started out the shed, the little ramp, you know where this is going. Mr. Wright has already put shingles on the ramp, so it's very safe and secure, and for some reason my boots just slid and I didn't fall. I tried to not drop the eggs, and I reached and grabbed for the handle on the shed, and I grabbed it really, really tight, but I kept going, and then I just stopped. It would have been much better if I had just let go, let the eggs smash, let the chicken feed go everywhere, fall in the mushy grass, and just be embarrassed. But instead, I did that. And then I ended up waiting one day, and I had to go to the doctor and get an x-ray to see if my hand was broken. So, blah, blah, blah. 5 days later, I'm stitching again. Oh, my girlfriend said, how's your hand doing this morning? And I wrote back and I said, okay, it's not good enough to scrub the bathrooms, so Mr. Wright still has to do that, but it is good enough to hold a needle and stitch. So there you go. That's where I am on the hand health. So, goodness gracious, why do these things happen? Why didn't I just let go? Why was I so concerned about it? All right. Okay, let me see. Ooh, let's talk about some new floss tubers. Floss tube makers. I've got 3 of them. Now, one I've been watching for a while, and I thought I might have talked about it, but I can't really find it in my notes, so I'm going to talk about her again. Her name's Jennifer. She's the calculated stitcher. She's a math teacher, and she does some beautiful stitching. And a whole bunch of variety. So there's something there for everyone. Oh, you'll love it. You'll love her spirit, her smile. She's just really, really a good stitcher. Okay, calculated stitcher. Her name is Jennifer. Okay, the next one is Janey, and she's the Evergreen stitcher. I think it's just Evergreen stitcher, but I'll link all three of these below so that you can look them up and stitch along with them. Okay, she's a Pacific Northwest stitcher from Yakima, Washington. She's been stitching, I think she said 15 years. I think she said 15 years. She's got some great pieces. She showed lots of patterns she has. Oh, and the thing I love about her, she holds the things up long enough so that I can see them and I can see the detail. I forget to do that. I forget to hold it and you know, try to take a deep breath. Look, I'm holding this one. I'm keeping this one up a long time. But I love that about her, that she holds it. She talks really clearly. You can hear. Great smile, great personality. You'll really like her. Janey, the Evergreen stitcher. And that's her first video. I think Jennifer's, I think she's on her 7th or so. So anyway, a little variety. Oh, and then the next one, my third one, is Meridith. And her channel is called Meridith Elaine. And she's from Portland, Oregon. This is her first floss tube video. And she does cross stitching. Oops, I can't remember how long she's been stitching. She's got some beautiful things. A long dog that she's doing that's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Really, really beautiful things. But she does a lot of different crafts. So she's an excellent knitter, and she has all kinds of paper crafts and different kinds of crafts. So there's something for everybody. You'll find something. And she's got a great smile and great sense of color. Oh, I just love that great sense of color. So anyway, okay, so her channel is called Meridith Elaine, and she's also a teacher, and I think you'll like all three of these gals. Really, really good video makers. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Makes me smile when I'm listening to them. That's what we need, a good smile. Well, we need to see some great video, or great prop pieces to inspire us and make us run around and, you know, go buy some more charts. I don't know if we need more charts, but anyway. All right, let's see, where are we now? Ooh, you know what? We are at the point of what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for a million things. I'm grateful for a hobby. This hobby is something that I enjoy, and it's also really, really great for mental health. It helps us, and because we have this great community, we have this unique thing where we're all checking on each other. So could you go out there and check on 3 of your stitching friends? Just send them a quick note. It doesn't have to be long. Hey, checking in on you, see how you're doing. It's a wonderful connection, that one sliver of thread that connects us all. What? It's beautiful. That's really something to be grateful for. So I'm super happy. Oh, I'm happy for my grandbabies and technology. We share a joke every day. We share a joke with the grandkids, and some are real silly and some are knock-knock jokes, and it makes me laugh. It's pretty funny. Ooh, the littlest grandbaby he ate an apple today. He always loves applesauce, but today was his first day to grab an apple and chomp on it. So everybody's doing great. They're all doing homeschool at home, and they're smiling and happy, and that's a good thing. That makes this grandma happy. Oh, I'm happy for my daffodil bulbs outside. Ooh, they're all blooming and beautiful. Ooh, look at this one that Mr. Wright brought me home. That particular daffodil is called Bridal Veil. Really fat, round flowers. Oh, so fragrant and beautiful. Just that palest pale of yellow, and really that bunches of color at the top. It's just so spring. I just love it. It makes you so happy. Makes you happy. Okay, I'm grateful for my exercise bike because I ride 3 miles a day. Well, and I rebound, don't worry, but 3 miles a day, and I listen to Floss Tube or a podcast or something that makes me laugh, and so that's a good thing. I'm really grateful for lightweight coffee mugs. I almost spilled mine the first day because I couldn't hold it with my hand, so praise God for someone who invented lightweight coffee mugs. Ooh, you know what? I am really grateful for jigsaw puzzles. We are a jigsaw puzzle family. We don't We don't watch TV. So we play board games and cards, and we do jigsaw puzzles, and every couple of weekends we'll do a jigsaw puzzle. And I wanted to show you the one we're doing this weekend. It's a Charles Wysocki puzzle. That's the one we're doing this weekend. Okay, Mr. Wright usually does the border. And I don't know, maybe I'll do one of the flags or one of the geese. There's a little, I think it's a goat pulling a little thing. That's funny. I might do that part first. Anyway, that's what we will, we are going to do this weekend. And tonight we are having pizza. Pizza. Okay, look at my pizza dough. It is rising. Can you smell that yeast? Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so as I was doing this video, my pizza dough was rising. Look at me, multitasking. So tonight we have pizza and game night. So tonight we're doing, I'm sure there'll be a Scrabble game. That's one of his favorites. But this one is called the Genus Square. And this is one of our newest board game or little games. It's just a little tiny thing. Here, I'll show you so you can see how big it is. Okay, so each person, I think you can play 4 people. Or no, just 2 people. Cool. Okay, so there's just these little tiles that you get. And you get your pieces. And all you do is roll really, there is no the directions are super easy. You roll the dice. You put one of these in each of those spots, and then you fill in the colors on your tray. Whoever's first wins. Easy. Little kids, adults, everyone can play it. Only takes about a minute. So you can have it laying out, and everybody can play when they walk by. It's fun. It's a really fun game. I love this game. It's really easy, and it's just something different than hours and hours and hours of say a Monopoly game or something that really takes you a long time. And I'm not a fan of trying to learn the directions, for hours and hours and hours. So this one is just super, super easy, and even little kids, every age can play. It's fun. We each get to usually pick a couple games that we when we have game night, and I'm probably gonna pick Battleship. That's one of my favorites, the old school one. I love that one. It's like harder to get the pieces in than it is. And I'm really good at it. I'm writing that on my resume. I am good at playing Battleship. All right, and the other thing I'm grateful for? I am grateful for these socks that don't slip down in my shoe and make me feel creepy and weird. Yay! Yay for no-show socks. Come on, spring. We want to wear cute sneakers and cute loafers and not have our socks slide down in there. Ooh, that's the worst feeling ever. Well, maybe not, but it's one of the worst feelings ever. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for visiting with me. I miss you. I love chatting with you, and it makes me so happy. Thanks so much for being such a kind and thoughtful and generous community. Thanks for checking in on me. I promise I'll check on my 3 friends. I just picked 3 different people. I try to check in on them and see how they're doing. I snap a little picture of the coffee that I'm drinking or the stitching that I'm doing right then and said, hey, I'm having coffee and stitching and thinking of you. So it doesn't have to be a long email or text or message. It just needs to be something quick to make sure we're touching base and keeping each other in our hearts. So thanks so much for stopping by. Be well. I'm thinking of you. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for this whole community. So take care. We'll chat soon. Bye-bye.